Welcome to the Right Conversation. Got a hilarious story for you guys. I'm sure everybody's watching this channel has heard that Texas has more or less banned abortions within the state. Without getting into my opinions, we do have state sovereignty. Each state has their own governments, and they are able to, govern themselves for the most part. We have federal laws, but states have their own state sovereignty. So one thing that the left hates is any kind of freedom, anything that goes against what they want. They just throw fits and they get pissed off and all this stuff. So Ted Wheeler, the jackass, I think he's the governor or the mayor of Portland, has this brilliant idea. And he's like, Joe, we're going to cut trade and travel with Texas because we're going to protest this abortion law. So basically he's just like, the heck with it. I don't really like what you're doing, so we're just not going to do business with you. Portland, I've been to Portland about a year and a half ago, and it's a liberal shithole. His state is run very poorly, and he was all back in Antifa last year till they tried to burn down his home. He's a jackass. I mean, you can't even go to Portland, and they have just to buy soda at a convenience store, you have to get a clerk who's behind bulletproof glass to come and unlock the coolers so you can buy a soda. That's what happens in Portland because they're just a liberal shithole. You got high crime and all the stuff that goes along with these liberal cities. So he's thinking, okay, we're going to cut trade. We're going to vote on this. So here we go. The city of Portland announced it intends to ban trade and travel to the state of Texas in response to the Lone Star State. How are you really going to even ban travel? I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. If someone wants a vacation in Texas, Texas is a huge state. It's a beautiful state. I've been there many times. And, and it's a really nice state. They have really good economy. They produce stuff for the entire country. People really enjoy Texas. And it seems like a little shithole Portland really shouldn't even be messing with Texas. Texas probably doesn't even care. Portland's so small compared to the big picture. People are leaving. I live in Southern California. I've known people for decades fleeing California to get away from the liberal shithole that is California to move to Texas. And every one of them that I know is so much happier there. So to me, this is like a losing battle anyways. But, the mayor, Ted Wheeler, announced Friday that the city council intends to vote on an emergency resolution. This is so important, guys. We need to stop everything. They are banning abortions in Texas, so we need to stop all of our local business to tend to Texas. It makes no sense. They got the city's still burning, not as bad as it was last year. The crime is out of control. And they're so worried about state sovereignty in Texas that everything has to stop to attack Texas. The resolution will be in effect until Texas ends the law or it's overturned. The Supreme Court has already ruled that it's constitutional. I'm not sure how it's going to get overturned at this point because the Supreme Court already ruled on it. So having that language is kind of redundant to me. The city legal counsel is currently evaluating the legal aspects of this proposed resolution. Shouldn't you evaluate this stuff? See, this is what doesn't make no sense is why they lead by feelings and not facts, which is the worst kind of leader, is you don't come out and say, I'm going to ban Texas from Portland, and they don't even know what that would mean to them. I mean, I don't know their business deals, but, Texas provides so much stuff. Like Tesla left the Bay Area, California, and went to Texas. Does this mean they're not going to let people in Portland buy a Tesla car because, they're in Texas? What really does this even mean to ban trade from there? So shouldn't you figure this out before you even make an announcement? But apparently, obviously, this didn't happen here. They're just like, oh, we don't like this, so we're going to throw a big hissy fit, is what basically what happened, because they're still evaluating. It doesn't make any sense. The Portland City Council stands unified in its belief that all people should have the right to choose if and when they carry a pregnancy, and that the decisions they make are complex, difficult, and unique. That's cool that they believe that. I do firmly believe that, yes, those decisions are complex, difficult, and unique. Not even trying to say that their opinions are wrong. It's not really my views, but they're allowed to feel what they want. They're allowed to govern their state and cities how they want. But for them to throw a fit about Texas doing what they want to do doesn't make no sense. This just goes on explaining some more of the rules. So this article was written on the 6th, and today is the 9th, as you can see down here. It's been 3 days since they made this decision that they're going to ban Texas. And boom, Portland mayor says the city council is postponing the ban on trade to best understand the impact of important decision. Shouldn't they have figured that out before they start running their freaking mouth? How can people vote for this, for these kind of people that don't even understand what it is that they're trying to do? That's just doesn't make no sense to not think about it. You got the whole city. Portland is a pretty big city, and people rely on them to govern what's best for the people in the city. So even the decision, if they were to go through with the ban, I don't understand how that benefits anybody in Portland. But they're going off their feelings. They don't even understand what this decision would mean. It's just the stupidest thing ever. And it just shows that these liberals that run these cities, I don't want to say like liberal individuals, because I'm sure a lot of them, firmly believe in this, and that's their right to believe what they believe and all that stuff. But how are you going to vote for people? How are you going to bring people into office that don't even understand why they're doing what they're doing, what it's going to mean for the city and the individuals in the city? It's just really stupid to govern off feelings and not facts, because this is what happens. Now he looks like a complete jackass again. Ted Wheeler, in my opinion, is one of the worst mayors in the country. Lightfoot in Chicago might be worse. De Blasio in New York City might be worse, and I forget the dude in LA. They're pretty bad, but this dude, he's always in the news for putting his foot in his mouth or being on the wrong side of history. This is Mr. Defund the Police. He got tear gassed with Antifa last year before they tried to burn down his house. He's called for the citizens to take back the streets after they tried to burn down his home. So it's just, this guy is just a complete moron and doesn't really understand anything that he's doing. And hopefully the people in Portland will get rid of him sooner than later, because he doesn't know what he's doing. And Portland's a beautiful city. I enjoyed my time there, but it seemed kind of sad. There wasn't people walking around. I was there February last year. You couldn't even buy a soda without getting someone with a key holder to let you in. And it just seemed like a really sad city. And it's beautiful. It's just crazy that things are so bad. But, is this guy just virtual signaling, just trying to pander? Because, it was less than 48 hours and he completely flipped the script on what it was he was wanting to do. You can't even virtual signal right. This tweet here, amazing. You can't even accomplish pointless virtual signaling. That will help anyone correctly. So he's getting it on Twitter pretty hard. We have postponed our virtual signaling until we can figure out how to virtual signal harder. The guy looks like a complete jackass, and deservingly so, because how are you going to ban trade with another state whenever that state already holds all the leverage? Texas is a huge state. All the businesses are going there, and this guy wants to virtual signal, make it seem like he's doing something really important when he doesn't even know what the hell he's doing. Yeah, our lawyers explained to us this isn't even legal. I don't know the legal aspects, but you can see he's just getting totally roasted on Twitter. But I just wanted to make this video, let you guys know, if you're in Portland, don't vote for this guy. Get him out. He doesn't have a clue what he's doing. I'm going to get some more articles out for you guys in the next couple days. Thank you for watching.